Back here now in Menominee Park Zoo, and the rain has let up a little bit. It's just sprinkling now, which is a good thing. But the guy who really brought us here to this part of Oshkosh is joining us now. Ray Marr, Parks Director. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
We also have Stacy James here with one of our animal ambassadors from the zoo. Good morning, Stacy. We'll get to you in a minute, but Ray, let's talk a little bit more about this beautiful Menominee Park. You could spend, it could be like a 2-day destination. What else is here?
Sure, yeah, you're right. Menominee Park is about 110 acres, all along the shoreline of Lake Winnebago. So there's boating, there's fishing. We have an amusement area where we have a train ride for the families to enjoy and other small kid rides. Concession areas, a beach, the zoo, of course. And the zoo, as you're aware, is free of charge, so free admission all year long. That's been going on for a number of years thanks to a generous donation from Tom and Penny Herrenberg, local residents who want to make sure that people are able to experience the zoo free of charge. So you're right, we've got baseball diamonds, walking trails. It's a huge park, and it's really the jewel of the city parks.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about South Park. What will we find there?
Sure. Well, South Park was actually just redone last year as a major part of our stormwater management, and thank goodness today because of all the water coming in. But it was really a matter of stormwater management, so we worked with our engineers to make improvements to the park, included some new playground equipment, new parking areas, new walking paths, new lighting, and the paths are actually going to be more for fishing and recreational use. We're planting fish in there along with the DNR, and there's a fishing overlook, so just a great addition to the park.
One of the great resources in the community too for well, you don't have to be a family to go to a water park, I guess, but it's Pollock Community Water Park.
Yeah, it's another great amenity for the city. We're open, and we'll be open until mid-August at this point. Hopefully we'll have some decent weather and we'll get some great attendance there. But yeah, we have some great activities going on, special events. We'll have some ducky days. We have a shark week during July, I think. So each month there's a different special event going on. Father's Day coming up. If you're a father, you get free admission on Sunday. So come on out and enjoy the park on a 70-degree day, I guess.
And there's water slides, but there's also like a lazy river and the the kids buckets and things like that. It's really for all ages there.
Yeah, spray ground type activities and diving board, deep well, basketball hoops. So it's again just a great family venue.
Sure.
All right, we can't ignore it any longer. Let's talk about the parrot in the room. Introduce us to your friend.
This is Kiana, our blue and gold macaw, and she's been here, I think, for 8 years now. She's about 12 years old and become very popular at the zoo.
Stacy, talk a little bit about, does she talk? I mean, I notice when people go to the zoo, they try to say like, Polly, want a cracker? And then, nothing comes back. But hi, hello, Kiana.
She does talk. She has a few words that she says, and not really on cue necessarily. But she does, and she does like to go outside and hang out on a perch over here, and when all the people come by and try to get her to talk, she usually waits till they leave, and then she says something to them.
So we got to sneak around her a little bit. I want to talk, and whoever wants to address this can, all the different animals here at the zoo, because it's funny, when I would talk to people, I'd be like, hey, come join us, we're at the Oshkosh Zoo. They're like, there's a zoo there? And I'm like, yes, and it's free. What else can we see here, Stacy?
Yeah, and I just want to say that that's not just for kids. A lot of times we have just the families and people saying, well, my kids grew up a long time ago. So it is also for adults, and there's plenty to see. We have the North American elk, we have the river otters, the timber wolves, and then we go into our seasonal animals, which is, of course, the farm with the llamas, goats, sheep, and miniature horses, and then we bring in a few of the exotics. Right now we have ringtail lemurs and coatimundi and bobcats.
Okay, now's your big moment. Anything to say?
Anything to say? Ooh. Say hello.
I thought it was good. Well, you'll have to come visit her here yourself. You know what? Easiest way to find information about getting here, etc., is to just Google Oshkosh Parks. They're on Facebook. They have their own website, too. So many great things to explore here in Oshkosh.
We'll be right back.